I'm painting a portrait of my mother posthumously. She passed away about 5 years ago. Anyways, I wanted to show you a little bit about my technique on how I paint a painting. Right now I'm doing an underpainting with some flake white replacement, some lead white replacement color. It's not real lead white, I suppose, so I don't have to deal with any sort of lead poisoning issues. But so I'm doing an underpainting and basically end up painting the painting twice. This is for the purpose of perfecting my drawing, because portraits of family members are really high stakes. You really got to make it look like them. I suppose a portrait of anyone is high stakes, rather than just a figure, a model from a figure. But you really got to get everything dead on, and so this helps. This gets the form molded. I can sculpt the form basically before I begin to paint. And this is the technique I use. So I've finished the underpainting of this portrait I'm working on of my mom, and I kind of wanted to show you why I like using the flake white for this process. And so I've kind of my initial ground that I laid down has kind of pretty much dried. So I kind of re-wet it here in an area I'm just going to show you how I use the flake white and how it interplays with a wet underpainting, and what you can do about it if your underpainting really begins to dry too much. So the flake white is really an awesome paint to use. If you begin to paint it into your existing ground where it's wet, it will pick up that paint color, and you can work that around to the degree that you want as far as shadowing goes. And then the beautiful thing is you can take this flake white and just continue to build it. It builds on itself beautifully. So you could build up your highlights in an area, and then it blends. Look how nicely it blends into itself. And you could totally create an area. And if your underpaint is dried too much, go back and use get a little of that color that you used to tone it with in your undertone, and work it in, and you can create, a beautiful value map with just those two colors, and mostly just the one color of the flake white. And then once that dries, it's really suitable. I'm just making a little spherical shape here. It's really suitable then to paint your color on top of. But that's the thing I love about it, is you can continue just to mold this and model this however you want, wherever your shape requires. And you can just keep building and building and building on it as you need to, where any highlight areas are. So that is how I use that. But we're not going to make that part of the painting, so I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that off. So this is my progress to this point. So let's take a break. We've got to let this undertone dry, this underpainting dry really well before I begin to put color on top. So let's go do something fun. Well, it's Friday night and it's in the middle of winter time, but the good thing is we got fire. We're going to go out and enjoy a fire pit in the middle of winter. The sad thing is there's no snow on the ground, so I have to make sure we don't catch the house on fire or anything, but let's give it a try. There we go. That's what happens when your Christmas trees, that's what's supposed to happen when your Christmas tree dries out. In a few minutes we'll have this nice blaze going and we can enjoy this fire pit in the middle of winter. Not just for camping anymore. Woo. So pour yourself a glass of good wine and find someone you love and enjoy a campfire in the middle of winter time. Not just lunch.